Well, cancer is a global killer. Millions die from it every year, and the COVID-19 pandemic makes the battle against it even harder. Today is World Cancer Day, and the theme this year is I Am and I Will. The day is being used to reduce the global impact of cancer, and experts are urging people to go for regular checkups as early detection can save lives. Let's speak to David Lucas, a cancer survivor, to share his journey with us. David, very good morning to you. I'm very happy to be speaking to you, very relevant on this day. Tell us about your story and what you learned.
Hi, good morning to you. And yes, thank you for everybody for celebrating World Cancer Day. It's so great to have awareness to be made of the day when you've heard that you have cancer. Those three words changes lives, and it changes your thinking of what life is all about. And I can certainly say that it's changed my life for the better, although to many it sounds like it is a death sentence. And it's not a death sentence if, and I want to repeat, if it is particularly caught early. Early detection saves lives.
David, I've heard that from so many survivors of cancer, for example, that you suddenly really appreciate life and what you've got to live for, as life is so important. So let's talk more about the survival. Tell us about this early detection, because often, with prostate cancer in particular, you can't see, you can't feel what is happening.
That's very true, and that is exactly my story that happened to me, that I was not even halfway aware that it has happened to me. There are statistics which shows that 90% of men, if it's early detected, that they will survive prostate cancer. Yes, we will die, but the chances are that we'll likely die of other causes. And it is important to note that men think that they cannot have it. At the age of 40, you should be going out there and have yourself regularly tested on a yearly basis. And I just want to add another statistic, which is quite important. The fact is that prostate cancer is the most prevalent amongst black men worldwide. We unfortunately have that in our genes, that we have a greater chance of picking up cancer. But we are also the guys that are the least interested in going to see those doctors. You know, we have the saying that when we grow up, that cowboys don't cry, and there's nothing wrong with crying. And I think that's what you learn the day that you are diagnosed with cancer, that life is all about living. And particularly in the times that we're living in now, with the COVID-19, it becomes so scary. But that gives us more opportunity to look after ourselves. And for the men out there, my message will always be, get yourself tested. As I said, there was actually no single sign. What happened was that I actually went to see a doctor, and technically it's a friend of mine, and I wanted to see him to refer me for rheumatoid arthritis. And long story short, he said, come on, let's take bloods, and we send the bloods away. And what happened? I was diagnosed or what we call the PSA levels, which is the prostate-specific antigens. It's a marker within your blood that will show if there's something wrong with the prostate. And we went further, had a biopsy, and the biopsy was positive. Now I'm talking back 2011, and we're sitting in 2021. I am a survivor. I will survive many more years. Prostate cancer survivors or cancer survivors are God's own favorites, because we have a chance to make right with God, make right with other people, your friends, your community. It changes your physical being. It changes your emotional being. It changes your mental being. Because as I say, I now know that life is not infinite. I know that you've got to live life every day and live it to the fullest.
David Lucas, what an incredible story. Important information. Go every year, check this out. You can catch it in time and live a good life like David Lucas.